would nod your head too, because I strongly believe you too have experienced the wonder-working power of consuming this amazing TeraHertz water. Am I right? It's been providing us energy, as many have seen in Dr. Prabhu's demo videos. This TeraHertz water revitalizes our entire body cells, flushing out the toxins, boosting immunity. In the book written by Ferdinand Batman Gillage, a well-known medical doctor from London. Here he has spent most of his scientific life researching the link between pain, disease, and chronic hydration. Dr. Batman Healthy discovered the healing powers of water 21 years ago when he was serving as a political prisoner in an Iranian jail. He successfully treated 3,000 fellow prisoners suffering from stress-induced peptic ulcers with the only medication he could possess at that time, that is water. This is when he understood for the very first time in medical history that the body indicates its water shortage by producing pain. Since his prison experience, he has focused his full-time attention on dehydration-produced health problems in the body. His discovery has helped hundreds of thousands of people suffering from a variety of pain and degenerative diseases to regain their health. How come water is the secret to health and beauty? What kind of water can help us to improve our immunity? What is the underlying mechanism that water can enhance life? What makes TeraHertz unique in this present world? How does this TeraHertz water awaken the self-healing power of cells? How do we drink water to obtain the maximum benefit? Oh yes, stay tuned. Our honorable speaker for this evening, Mr. Chuah Tai Tow, will share this valuable knowledge of water to you and me. Mr. Chuah has been in the healthcare businesses for more than 30 years. He has been the health consultant in various companies. With his experiences and personal interest to pursue the studies relating to health and the knowledge of water, especially now with this TeraHertz water device. He has initiated his own research, and this evening he would share his heart out to help all of us here to understand about this TeraHertz healthy device and the scientific information behind its efficacy. Let's invite Mr. Chuah to the Zoom. Welcome, Mr. Chuah.
Yeah, thank you, Charisma. You have a wonderful introduction on me. Thanks again. So, all our beloved TeraHertz Water Giving members, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chuah Tai Tow from Penang, Malaysia. And then today, it's a great pleasure to be with you all in this Zoom meeting. Maybe someone has to mute, right? Okay. So hopefully my information can help you all to understand why TeraHertz water can help you to restart a wonderful, healthy lives. And of course, with the innovative technology of using TeraHertz electromagnetic wave, we are quite sure we can make use of this device to get a holistic healthcare solutions. So healthcare is no longer limited to correct lifestyle, nutrition, exercise, or expensive medications. So there are many factors to consider. This will include like many external influences, the social, emotional, and maybe spiritual, this well-being. By far, the most important element of life is water, which is the basis of all life processes. So that means if you are healthy, it's just because of water. And if you are unhealthy, it is just because of water. So let's look at what is TeraHertz water and how effective the water can help in managing your health. And okay, THJAC, our company THJAC AMS Myanmar is an international platform for the distribution of TeraHertz products, and this TeraHertz device and other high-tech health products of TeraHertz, a group of company of Shenzhen, China. So the company is located in Sri Kembangan, Selangor, and then you can contact the company using email, or you can search for the information from the website. And most of the information, if you want to browse for the testimonies, any other further details, you can go to the Facebook link, or you can go to the Telegram link. So the company culture is water giving. So thanks to the top management team led by Madam Yan in China and Mr. Ken Wong. And then this is what we normally call her as Chen Ge lah. In Malaysia, Miss Lydia of Singapore and Mr. Chen of Taiwan. They are the people. They are the main support at the back to distribute the TeraHertz water device to more than 30 countries. And then not forget to mention Mr. George Neo, the first person to start this business of giving free water since September 2019. His powerful slogan with positive energy, a gift of good water, a gift of caring, a gift of health, a gift of wealth, carries very strong positive energy. And I suppose this strong slogan should carry us, should bring us to the whole world in the near future. So thanks again to the top management people, and thanks again to this our world leader, this George Neo. So we have various recognized patent and international certification for the device. So we have the TeraHertz utility patent, we have the model design patent, utility model patent for the device, and then authoritative certification, of course, international certification for the device. So in 2021, we have the Malaysian Award as the Asia Pacific top excellent brand and Asia Pacific super health brand. So this is to gain the confidence that we are really in this business. So we have professionals to speak for the TeraHertz water. So health talk by heart specialists from Singapore, and during the Zoom session, it occupied the maximum capacity of 100 pack. And then Dr. Vincent Ho sharing his experience of TeraHertz water on his patients. And then famous actor Marcus Chin, famous food and beverage consultant, used to be guest for Singapore TV channels, familiar Facebook live cooking session, and with large numbers of fans following. And then Dr. Gambo. They are all using our TeraHertz device to produce good water for consumption. And we come to the other professionals like Dr. Prabhu, and this is Dr. Ho from Taiwan, Dr. Liu from KL, and then another one need to mention is Dr. Siu from KL. She is a brain health consultant managing 50 brain care centers in Southeast Asia. And with the help of TeraHertz water, she managed to see great improvement on the use of TeraHertz water on the brain detox. And this I will mention later. So from the Zoom session since December 2020, it's nearly a year. This is the person I need to mention. He is Dr. Prabhu, and then he is a epigenetic wellness consultant. So what is epigenetic? Is the study of changes due to modification of gene expression. That means something to do with the changes in the gene, the DNA. So epigenetic changes do not alter DNA sequence and are reversible. So if they say the change cannot be reversed, then a lot of body problems will be happen. So example of these epigenetic problems will be cancer, cardiovascular diseases, metabolic disorders, and so on. So according to Dr. Prabhu, which he has already made a lot of research on his patients, his conclusion is that TeraHertz water is part of the epigenetic solution. So I have to pay my utmost respect to him, because who else are able to give 48 Zoom session? That means last Sunday is the 48 Zoom session from him voluntarily since December 2020. So he is giving us his professional medical advice with respect to TeraHertz water, which he recognized as the best water so far, after studying water for the past 15 years. This according to his talk. Most of the time he'll be telling he studied a lot of the water for many years. He is using this water to dress wounds. Okay, maybe somebody is talking. Hey, 关掉麦吗? Mute the mic, please. Okay. Disclaimer. TeraHertz water device does not intend to use in diagnosing, treatment, preventing, or curing any disease. 可以关掉声音吗？不好意思。Okay. So the disclaimer is very important. Make sure this device is not used to cure any of your diseases. So just now what I've already mentioned is Dr. Prabhu's quote is that epigenetic is a solution for certain type of diseases. So this is a boy of 12 years old, long-term cough turned to chest pain, later prolonged fever. So in September 2020, diagnosed as thoracic, this tumor. So November, need to go for chemo 2 times to reduce the tumor size. So on November, after 2 months, November 2020, we remove a mass of 6.2 multiplied by 6.1 multiplied by 9.9 cm. is about 10 cm. So continue chemo for 4 times. So May 2021 this year, go for CT scan, showed increment of mass size. And then started drinking this TeraHertz water in June 2021. So the mother came to see me. And then what we can do is just by drinking water and then together with other, let's say, supplement recommended by nutritionists. So overall improvement of appetite, sleeping, and no more constipation after taking TeraHertz water. So on September 2021, the report came out, showed total disappearance of mediastinal mass and normal test reading. Let's see all this test report. All the test report are based on this logbook. So the logbook is very thick, and then with all the records, I try to gather the important one. So you can see the initial one is 14.7 cm. After 2 times chemo, down to about 10 cm. And then after operation, down to about less than 1 cm. But after 3 months, the mass increased to about 2 cm again. So start drinking this TeraHertz water, and on August 30th, and get the report on September. There is written by the doctor as no evidence of mediastinal mass. So the mother came to me 2 days ago. So the word from the doctor is everything is fine. So continue for, let's say, checking will do. Okay, so this is a case that the water can help. So we come another one. 88 years old with prostate cancer, improved after taking TeraHertz water. These are all the records from hospitals. And then there are people who will be telling me, hey, come on, this one can be, you all can do it simply. So what I can tell them is that if you believe, then you just believe it. It's no point telling people we are giving you all the false information. So for this one, 80 years old, is prostate problem, having this 38.81, this test, the result is 38.81 marker on the December of 2019. And then after 9 months, increased to 111.6, and then another month later increased to 122.4. So this you can see the increment is okay. What we can do is all depends on doctors checking. And with 88 years old, normally the doctor won't advise for operation. So that was October, and started drinking TeraHertz water December 2020. And after 2 months, the marker dropped to 1.31. And then the normal marker is 0 to 4. So 1.31 is within the normal marker. And then on this May, the marker reading is 0.68. That means by drinking TeraHertz water, we can see tremendous improvement. And this is the proof that TeraHertz water is one of the solutions for epigenetic changes. So another testimony from Mona, and then she used to give testimonies in our Zoom session or maybe in the WeChat. So in August 2020, she removed her breast, uterus, and certain affected lymph glands, and undergone this chemotherapy with a lot of side effects of heat stress mouth ulcers, poor sleep, constipation, dry and sensitive skin, fingernails turn black and detached, and severely paralyzed fingers, body weight only 39 kilo. But after 4 chemotherapy, she is lucky to take TeraHertz water, and the above problems all improved. And by August 2021, the weight increased to should be 41, not 4, increased by 4 kilo, yes, it's 43 kilo. So this is one of the case that we can see the improvement. And then this type of case normally is not that easy to see all the results. So for this gentleman from Taiwan, she is having acute leukemia, and then the life expectancy from doctors is 7 days.
7 days.
So she survived after chemo 7 times, continued treatment but too suffering, back home to wait for the time. That's all. So start TeraHertz water, first day 2,500 cc. And then second day can pass out big amount of stool. Third day 6,000 cc, 6 liters, with overall good improvement and good sleep after that. So May 2021, stop all expensive drugs for this problem, and August 2021 checking, confirm normal cells reading. So, and then just few days ago, I just heard a case. Also, the life expectancy is 7 days from doctor. And then the case is supposed in Penang. And then, okay, so it's lucky to get the device. And then, unexpectedly, the water is scanned 10 times before drinking. And then the person concerned is still alive after 7 days. So to my thought is that if there's say life-saving, you can go for as many times as you like. If you think that this can save you, at least you can give a chance and a hope to survive. So you want to go for 10 times, okay, it's good. You want to go to 20 times, okay, it's good. As long as there is a chance, there is a hope to survive, that should be okay. Then next, maybe Mr. Judge, can you mute the mic? Because you can hear a lot of sounds. Okay. Improvement on autoimmune disease, SLE. SLE is an autoimmune disease whereby there is no cure. And then the person concerned need to take this steroid forever. And then the normal side effect will be swollen kidney, and then maybe a certain type of cancer, like bladder cancer or this kidney cancer. A lot of things will happen in the later date after consumption of large amount of the medication. So improvement on autoimmune disease, SLE. This is very common for most of us. At the moment, we can get the testimony. And then the next one is the eczema. A young girl, 7 years old, and then the eczema is with her for 7 years. Started this problem since seven months. And then for the day 1, you can see day 2 and day 3. So from the day 1 of drinking the water, and day 2 and day 3, you can see the problem starts to appear as if more seriously. The skin starts to turn red and then more inflammation. This is what we call a healing crisis. And then after that, you can see from day 6, it's getting more. And then the amount of water taking is around 2.3 ml. Yeah, 2.3 liters per day. So on day 6, you get more. Day 8, day 12, come up to day 18, you can see it's getting much better. So what, in my opinion, this is only the first time, and maybe the problem will appear again because all the problems are hidden inside the body. So this one will come out, maybe depends on how is the condition of the problems, and then how much water, what is the nutrition, and then what are sensitive food she is taking. So at least we can see hopes for the recovery. So again, TeraHertz water is part of the epigenetic solution. So this is another case of a skin problem from USA. 11 years old, eczema case, very good improvement after 3 weeks. So these are all the photo we can get. Is just because eczema, and then you can take photo easily. If there's a blood pressure problem, if there's a heart problem, is this a diabetic problem, it's not that easy to get photos. So from Indonesia, skin problem, day 1, day 32 after taking TeraHertz water, and then day 46, you can see very good improvement. The next one is 13 years psoriasis. So improvement in 5 months. So these are all the problems troubling a lot of people, considered as unlucky. But with the TeraHertz water, really they can start seeing a wonderful life in the future. So the next one, okay, this one is from a lady. So it's skin allergy. So before, hands and the legs, all the limbs, and then after 5 months, you can see the improvement. So just by drinking water without spraying, after 5 months, you can see the improvement. And the importance of good water. Let's try to understand what happened, why water is so important. And let's look at it. The 4 basic needs of life is sunlight, food, water, and air. So these 4 basic needs of life, at times many people take for granted. Sunlight, okay, they may hidden in the house for a week or 10 days without going out to have a sunlight. And then food may be abundant. Water, never mind. Take a little bit of water will do. And then of course the air, using aircon, and then a lot of the polluted air around, they never bother. So these 4 basic needs of life, sometimes we need to have very careful management on all these 4 basic needs of life. So we need 90+ nutrients for life processes. And then this include carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and microelements. And life is a process of detoxification. No detoxification, that means the life cannot sustain. So water plus nutrients, you have the body cells life activities to continue. And then after that, we have the water and the waste coming out. So metabolic waste like carbon dioxide, salts, urea, uric acid, solid waste like feces, need to remove from the body through our kidneys, our large intestine, liver, skin, and lungs. And all these processes need water. So without drinking enough water, how are you going to perform the detoxification, which is the most important process of getting life? So let's look at the water volume in our body. So during the life inside the mother's womb, so the baby is having 90% volume by water. And then for a baby, the percentage, the volume of water is 80%, normal adult is 70%, and then for older person is 50%. That's why just because the water content by volume of elderly people is getting smaller, that's why a lot of people are getting shorter or smaller size after the age of maybe 70 years old or 80 years old. If the water is drinking lesser and lesser. So our body is made up of about, let's say, 60 trillion cells. It can be 50, it can be 60, it can be 70s. There's no exact figures. So, and all life processes needs good water. So inside our cell, individual cell, the water is more than 80%. So the rest of the content is protein, inorganic salt, lipid, carbohydrate, and nucleic acid. So this is inside the cell content. And then water in our body organs will be, brain contains 75% of water, and then blood 83%. Even the bones, we have 22% of water. So all these make up our body, and then the most important element inside our body is water, and then by which is around 60% to 70%. So water is the basis of life, and then long-term dehydration. So what do you mean by long-term dehydration? That means drinking insufficient water, maybe like when we are young, or for those athletes, for those people who do a lot of this work which sweats a lot. So if there's insufficient water for them, in fact, is causing a trouble for them during their old age. That's why we can see a lot of people, that means those working very hard and then keep on sweating, or maybe those people exercise a lot and sweats a lot, but less water is taking, and then during the later age, you can see all of them are very strong, but during the later age, something coming in, and then most of the problem is related to the brain, and then you can see most of them are having Parkinson, Alzheimer, and all this. So long-term dehydration is very, very serious problem. And then after this dehydration of the cells, we have all the cellular malfunction, inflammation of the tissues. Cell is a group of the cells is, the tissues is made up of the cells. So tissues, inflammation of tissues will cause aging of body organs. So effect of long-term dehydration will give you all the diseases here. So it could be heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, sleeping disorders, constipation, and then the last few will be Parkinson, mental disorders, varicose vein, joint pain, back pain, myofascial pain, all the problems. So all these problems, the basic comes from long-term dehydration. So only by drinking sufficient good water, of course, the water must be good. Good water every day only can help you to solve many body problems. So this is from Dr. Prabhu, The ideal drinking water, the pH, that means what we call the acidity and the alkalinity must in between 7.4 to 8, and then the total dissolved solid is -50 to -200, and then can go maximum of 500. So oxidation reduction potential can be 0 to -200, or even +500 to this -100 should be okay. So clean and free from bacteria, viruses, and parasites, should not contain heavy toxic metals, chemicals, and pesticides. So good water in the market, we have all the filter water, RO water, ionized water, magnetized water, hydrogen water, oxygen water, distilled water, FIR water, hexagon water, etc. So water device, all this water, what I've mentioned just now, is a machine, and in contact with the water, and then produce all this water. And then there is a technology producing low frequency resonance water. So this water coming out will be low frequency resonance device, the device or the Hertz device. This is maybe quite a number will know what is Hertz device. Okay, and then TeraHertz healthy water device. That is this water device, also considered as low frequency resonance water. And then it came out in the year 2019 with TeraHertz technology. The others is not TeraHertz. The others could be only Hertz technology. So this is our device with TeraHertz technology, which came out in 2019. And the difference of water is determined by the frequency of the water. So the lower the frequency, the better the hydration of body cells. That means if you are drinking good water with low frequency, your body cells will be hydrated more easily. So we can come up to this Parma, China is famous for the people over there is no sickness, and then the average age group is around 100 years old, and then the Hertz water, the water over there is around 50 Hertz. There are many these longevity village in the world. So for the waterfall is around 60 to 70 Hertz. So there are many people like to drive a long distance just to get certain spring water or waterfall water for their own consumption. It's just because people's believing those water are good for health, so they have to carry a lot of water coming back. Okay. And then in the market, we can get a lot of this functional water. It's just I've already mentioned. So their Hertz is in the region of 40 to 60 Hertz. So all these are considered as very good, healthy water, good water. So we can come up to the tap water. Tap water, the Hertz is in the region of 110 to 130. Filtered water is 110 to 120. Just a little bit difference. And then maybe the mineral water you can get from the departmental store is in the region of 70 to 90 Hertz. Considered as very good water also. So all this water, if you use it with our TeraHertz machine, all the water will turn into 7.6 Hertz water, which is the lowest frequency, which can help to hydrate your body cells at the maximum rate. So always remember, our water is 7.6 Hertz. our water is nothing to do with 0.96. This I will explain to you later. So, okay, this is how 0.96 coming in. 0.96 terahertz electromagnetic wave is used for our healthy water device. So this is the technology for making good water. And then our machine can generate 0.96 terahertz electromagnetic wave. So the machine is 0.96 is correct, but our water is not 0.96. Our water is 7.6. So drinking water of maybe 50 to 130 hertz, you do the scanning for 3 minutes. You get a big cluster of water from 50 to 130 hertz, becoming 7.6 hertz in the linear chain structure, with linear chain structure of about 2 nanometer, which can penetrate the cells. So just by scanning the water molecule, the hydrogen bond of each water molecule can expand, increase by 3 to 5 degrees, making the cluster to become a linear chain. So together with the 0.96 terahertz electromagnetic wave, these are vibration, the bond energy of the hydrogen and oxygen is activated. This is the scientific studies. So maybe you can get it from all the studies. Later on, I'll show how are you going to get it. So this water device, you can use to scan 5 liters water or 1.5 liter or even 5 or 5, there's a 500 ml water, or you can use to scan your cup of coffee or glass of water, and even you can use to scan our cooking oil. And then according to Dr. Prabhu, by scanning this oil 3 times, yes, you need 3 times, the oil is becoming, you can cook, you can fry your food and then get a better taste. So you can use your device on top of the bottles. Maybe you can see from this diagram. And then if they say there are people buying this 500 ml water, 1 carton is 24 bottles. If every bottle needs 3 minutes of scanning, I think you will need about 3 times 24 bottles, you need about 72 minutes. And then how about if let's say you have 5 boxes or 10 boxes? So the ideal way is to use, you don't have to open up the box. Just you want the box and the bottles. Just put the device on top of the carton. And then of course, you can divide the carton in maybe 4 or 5 portions and then just shift your machine. And then this will shorten the time used to scan water. I think this could be a good idea. So even the 10 liters water, you screw up the cap, tighten it, and then rest the 10 liters bottle on the floor, and then start scanning the top part, and then later on the lower part. The reason is that terahertz electromagnetic wave can pass through plastics, can pass through paper, cardboard, and even this wooden plank, but not skin. I've tried to find a lot of this literature. Still is mentioning that terahertz in the region of 0.1 to 10 terahertz cannot penetrate our skin. So the next one is how water molecules go inside body cells. So cluster of water molecules penetrate into cells by osmosis, not to reject by the membrane of the body cells. Still, the cluster of water can penetrate into the cells by osmosis in view of the concentration and maybe the pressure. So linear structured water molecules like our TeraHertz water, it will enter the cells through cell spore. This is the aquaporin. OK， 请关掉你的声音好吗？不好意思，好。Then OK， water and electrolytes balance must be at a homeostatic range for good health. And then there is a question from a friend this afternoon asking about this. He is having high sodium in the water, so he's still in the hospitals. So I asked him to maybe to understand this lesson so that he can understand more how to help him out using TeraHertz water. So water and electrolyte balance is very important. And then according to the study is that for a body weight of 60% water, 40% of the water by weight will be inside our body cells. And then 20% will be outside our body cells. So dehydration or over-dehydration causes electrolyte imbalances. So all the imbalances sometimes is controlled by the metals inside the inside the body. So the most important metals inside the body need a correct balance. So those important metals can be calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. So any severe symptoms of higher sodium or higher potassium will give you the problem of edema. That means swollen, could be swollen face, swollen this leg, and then confusion, coma, lethargy, nausea, cramps, paralysis, etc. So the main problem lies in the water and electrolyte balance, and then the water electrolyte. These imbalances is sometimes due to the water either inside the cells or outside the cells. That is the imbalances. So maybe we can see a video, see how this thing can happen. The TeraHertz water can help. So this is a case of edema. Just look at it. So it's having swollen leg, and then pressing, you can get this a hole. Okay. And then after drinking the 2 days of water, you can see the elasticity, the swollen the problems disappeared after drinking TeraHertz water. Of course, for those people with a serious problem of this electrolyte, it's advisable to start TeraHertz water, maybe start at 500 ml and then increase gradually. Don't be in a hurry. And then you can see TeraHertz water can penetrate into cells easily, and this can be seen from the plants, bringing life back to plants. You can see before and after, and then the almost dying plants, after 50 minutes, it gets alive again. And okay, let's try to understand story of low frequency water. So, excuse me for a while. Okay, let's try to understand the story of frequency water. And then this is quite an important issue. It's just because this water has already been in the market for the past 20 years, except that we didn't know. So it happened that I searched all the articles, and it came up to be a very good explanation for those who thought that our TeraHertz water, the history of our TeraHertz water is only in a very short period, and then not really that good to believe. So this water, in fact, carries a lot of research and science and medicine. So, okay, in 1986, we have the explosion of nuclear plant at Chernobyl, Ukraine. I suppose every one of us will have this memory. So large amount of radioactive ashes cover up nearby European countries. So cancer cases increased. Victims relocated at Caucasus Mountain show signs of good recovery. And then Caucasus Mountain is famous for longevity and good water. So researchers by this Russian scientist, Dr. Igor Smirnov, discovered the secret of healing is from the natural water found to be rich in minerals, long-range molecular structure, active hydrogen bond energy, and low viscosity. So this inspired Dr. Igor to find a technology of getting good water for good health and longevity. And then in year 2000, he registered his device in US, patented with the name of Molecular Resonance Effect Technology, MRET. So this MRET, if you search in this Google Scholar, you can find about 20,000 results. Remember, not from the normal Google search, it's from the Google Scholar. So all the searches, all the research you can find is numerous. And then you can see water on enhanced tumor resistance in oncology, and then the dynamic effects on human physiology, application of prophylaxis and treatment of oncology, something to do with cancer study, and then virus, observation of strong inhibition activities. All these are related to our low frequency water. So the research are already there since year 2000. So there is no question of why our TeraHertz water can have so good results on those people with this problem of cell disorders, problems of immunity disorders, and maybe fungus or another thing, the COVID-19 cases. There's no doubt. And then you can search all this in the Google, this scholar. So in the year of July 2020, there is a search, there is a report of MRET treated water as possible agent for inhibition of coronavirus life cycle. So in our TeraHertz water, we have heard of many testimonies. We have people sending out free water to those people with coronavirus, with COVID-19 positive. We have too many cases already. Or those with this problem and get better within few days. So these are all the researchers already in the market. And then it happened to match our testimonies. And this one, mechanism of NRET treated water inhibition effect on morphology of pathogenic microorganism. So this is something to do with the E. coli and all the viruses inside our body. So the keywords, this book I think is about 180 pages, though I don't have time to read it. And then the keywords, the most important words I found is that water is the basis for all running biochemical processes. So water is playing a very important for all the biochemical processes. Let's look at the next slide. Water is the basis for all life processes. So we just look at, let's say for a cancer cell, this is a cancer process. A normal cells mutate due to external factors or internal factors. Then cell can't repair itself due to all the internal or external factors. And then water and protein inside the body at that moment. Of course, those water and proteins are considered as, easier to understand is bad water and bad protein inside the body. So once if the cells cannot repair itself, damaged cells starts to multiply, and then later on it becomes the tumor mass. So we can come to for the virus. So suppose this is the COVID, this is the virus is attacking the cells. So once the cells is coming near to the virus is coming near to the body cells, the spike of the virus will merge with the body cell, the membrane of the cells with water. So mRET treated water as a possible agent for invasion corona life cycles has given us this idea that water is also the main agent that the virus is merging with the body cells. So, of course, the water is considered as the bad water. If we have the low frequency water inside near us, then there will be inhibition. So low frequency resonance water inhibit the life cycle of cell change, making it possible to epigenetic solution. So one word, we explain all. Of course, don't take it. Of course, the research is extensive. And then we try to explain it so that everybody can understand. And also from Google Scholar, I search for mRET and Alzheimer and mRET and autism. So I purposely put these two to my talk today is just because the importance of these two problems is getting more and more serious nowadays. So there are at least 400 names of mental or brain disorder, and about 1 out of 6 people may have the brain disorders, and which sometimes really don't have any effective treatments. I suppose this one, all of us is worrying. So low frequency water maybe can help. And then these are all the studies available from Google Scholar. Let's look at the next slide. And then for Alzheimer, just now what I mentioned is 1 out of 6 will be having brain problem. And then for Alzheimer alone, 1 out of 10 over the age of 65 will have the problem of Alzheimer. So this is a very big figure. And then if they say we are over the age of 65, like myself, I'm also worrying. Okay, so Alzheimer's symptom, what we have is that withdrawal from social activities. That means you don't want to mix with people, confusion with the with time and location, difficulty completing familiar tasks, and then misplacing items. Even the spectacles is on the head and then still finding for the spectacles. Difficult solving problems, memory loss, difficulties with words. Excuse me, can you please mute your mic? And then poor judgment, and then unfounded emotions. That means very temperamental. Could be. Okay, these are the problems of Alzheimer. And then next one. Estimate 1 in 68 newborns baby will have symptoms of autism. This is the figure in 2017.
1 in 68 newborns.
And in 2018 is 1 in 88. In the year of 2000 is 1 in 150. So the number is increasing and is expecting to increase. This is what I heard. Is maybe in the year of 2050, that means another 30 years ago, is 1 about 30. This is what I heard. So for autism, and this is something to do with the brain. Yeah. Autism and brain, they are related. So abnormal brain development with neurological disorder. 有没有 ？OK， 请关小声好不好？或者是请关掉你们的这个麦克风好不好？管你是民进党的明代，哇，应该是请关掉声音。好 ，This is Parkinson disease. Why do brain cells die? Okay, one important word is toxic protein deficit. So why toxic protein deficit? Toxic protein is the bad protein together with bad water. The chemical reaction start to perform the deposition onto the neuron. That's all. Another one is the Alzheimer. So for Alzheimer, there will be a shrinkage of the brain. And then this normally is due to the abnormal protein deposit. And then, of course, any deposition needs water. So abnormal brain development with neurological disorders, symptoms like too sensitive or not sensitive to certain senses. This one is for autism. Avoiding eye contacts, difficulties in expressing words, overall difficulty interacting with others, resist to changes in routines, could be aggressive or self-injurious behavior. So the National Autism Society of Malaysia tells us in Malaysia, the forecast is around 8,000 to 9,000 newborns are having the problems of autism every year. So TeraHertz water with low frequency is possible to stop the bad protein and the bad water to bind together. And then, of course, this one will need extensive research. But of course, with all our testimonies of getting better improvement, I suppose we are quite sure they can find something that is can be written, can be put up in the journal. So all of this will be having the problems of all the problems for autistic people, for Parkinson, these people, for the Alzheimer patients, all of them will be having the problem of sleeping difficulties. So for poor sleep, normally poor sleep is related to many types of illnesses. And then, of course, for those people with a lot of illnesses, normally they will have a lot of this poor sleep also. So inside our brain, there is what we call glymphatic system. This glymphatic system is cleaning up, is helping to clean up our brain. So the main cleaning action starts only with good sleep. If you cannot have good sleep, that means your brain cannot detox. This is from the information. So we have come across many testimonies that after drinking TeraHertz water, they can have very good sleep, and some of them even start to reduce or stop taking sleeping pills. We have many cases. And TeraHertz water can give better sleep, is a direct indication of effective brain detox. We come on to the next slide. So she is Xiao Xing Ying from KL, managing about 50 this
我是至尊宝家族的 Dr. Xu， 我是一名国际大脑健康顾问，我也是韩国脑科学学院的研究员，我领导着东南亚50间神经反馈训练学院，协助特殊孩子以及老人家改善他们的认知能力。在2019年，我遇上了太赫兹水仪，让我有机会用上好水，协助东南亚一大群特殊的孩子。在我做大脑排毒的研究中，水扮演着最主要的因素，不可缺少的。在每一个过程中，我都会用上不同的营养素，但是水是唯一不能被取代的。每个过程中，我都需要用上水，把毒素排到体外。在排毒过程中，很多的孩子由于肠胃不好，无法吸收我配上的营养，导致整个排毒过程并不是很顺利。当我用上了太赫兹水，情况就不一样了。孩子的肠胃开始获得改善，营养吸收翻倍了。孩子们的大脑获得他们所需要或者他们所缺少的营养，渐渐的好起来了。由于太赫兹水可以迅速的被吸收，帮助排毒，我顺利的帮助一群孩子排出身体多余的重金属。这群孩子的大脑逐渐的清醒，他们也恢复了他们的学习能力。感谢伟大的太赫兹技术，让我走了捷径，获得更好的研究成果，让我在2020及2021年的研究成功翻了好几倍哦。大家可以看一看荧幕上的2张图表，排重金属前，他的大脑状况很差，脑波数值也是满江红的。把重金属排掉后，大脑健康了，数值也从负转正了。这个过程时间不长，一般只需要6个月至1年就可以完成了。大家认为棒吗？完成了排重金属的研究，最近我在进行另一项研究，使用太赫兹水以及营养预防老人痴呆症。希望不久的将来，大家都会看到这个有爆炸力的研究成果。感谢太赫兹玛有限公司的全哥把这个事业带到马来西亚，让我有机会牵手这个水布施事业，让我感觉幸福快乐。接下来的日子，我们携手努力，把健康带给全世界有需要的人，把水布施文化推向全世界。爱润每一人，福泽千万家。在此，我祝贺太赫兹玛有限公司1周年快乐，谢谢。
Okay, so this is the Dr. Xiu's message during the first year anniversary, and then the reason for me to put up this video is very simple. Those with brain disorders, the number is keep on increasing. And then the market to help them in getting better is very, very big. So, friends, try to look around for those people with brain disorders. They are all your customers. So from Dr. Xiu, brain health consultant to 50 brain centers in Southeast Asia, used to give appropriate nutrients for brain health of special kids. Less fruitful result with normal water so far. But in year 2020 and 2021, very good results after using TeraHertz water. So the TeraHertz water helps better nutrients absorption and elimination of heavy metals. Effective brain detox within 6 months to 1 year. So happy to see great improvement in behavior and learning power of those kids. And then next research is on using nutrients and TeraHertz water for Alzheimer. So the next slide, we can see global medication expenses. These are the figures I call it. from Google. 2017 USD is 7.8 trillion. 2018 USD 8.3 trillion. That was 3 years ago. And then the global population up to date 2021 November is only 7.9 million. It's less than 10 times of the expenditure of the medical expenses in year 2018, meaning that each of us is spending more than 1,000 USD per year only on medical expenses. And then healthcare costs by country 2021. The highest is United States of America. That is more than 10,000 per year per person. So our US market is a very, very big market for the TeraHertz water device. So in Malaysia, healthcare cost per person is in 2018 is USD 427, makes up about 1,008. And then according to the forecast is about increase by 5% per year. So maybe you make up to more than 2 ringgit 2,000 per year. I suppose it's still very, very low compared to those Western countries. It's far behind United States on the medical expenses. So what we can see is global healthcare cost is increasing about 6 to 7% annually. So far in TeraHertz water, we have seen tons of testimonies, and we are confident that just by drinking TeraHertz water, more people will have the chance of getting healthy without spending expensive medication. So let's look at the science of low frequency resonant water. And what is frequency? So everything in our universe is constantly in the mode of vibration or oscillation at its natural frequency. Everything will vibrate. And then hertz is the unit used to measure the frequency. And then 1 hertz is 1 cycle per second. And then 1 terahertz is 1 trillion hertz per second. That means the vibration is 1 trillion times in 1 second. So our device, TeraHertz device, electromagnetic wave frequency of 0.96 terahertz. So it's 96 at the back with altogether 10 0. So how to read it? Okay, never mind. It's 0.96 terahertz. And then TeraHertz water is frequency of 7.6 hertz. So I have to repeat once more for the second time because it's very important, making people confused just because of the 0.96 terahertz and 7.6 hertz is a total different figures. And one is for the machine, the other is for the water. So what is terahertz wave? So it's in between far infrared and microwave. And then we must understand we are all covered by electromagnetic wave. So we are in the state of radiation every now and then. So TeraHertz technology is used in military, and then in the region of 1 hertz is used for our device, and then medically and healthcare use extensive. A lot of these are TeraHertz technology, and then the others is security, radar, 6G combination, and material science. So TeraHertz technology is a new direction of development. In 2004 USA, one of the 10 best useful application for changing the future world. And then Japan in 2005 considered as one of the most important technology to be developed. And China started this technology in 2005 with full research and development of TeraHertz technology. And now China is leading in this research of TeraHertz technology. So from Google Scholar, you can get about 437,000 articles about this terahertz. So it's a lot of people are interested in studying what is terahertz. So one thing that is also very important is resonance. Try to remember the word resonance, because everything in the universe is with its own vibration, frequency, and resonance starts when similar frequencies come close together. So all of us are covered by frequency, covered by resonance. So resonance increases amplitude of vibration. We live in an environment of resonance. So important physical phenomena used to explain the energy of terahertz water. This is very important, why terahertz water is so strong. So we can see this some of the examples. Collapse of Tacoma Bridge, marching soldiers crossing bridge, and then musical instrument, our radio, our telephone, and then glass breaking. Let's see one of the video. Tacoma Bridge, USA collapsed in 1940. So this is the effect of resonance. It happened that frequency of the blowing wind and the structure of the bridge match, and the bridge start to twist because of the resonance and finally collapse. So resonance can cause very strong energy or produce strong energy. So for the water is 7.6 terahertz. For the water is 7.6 hertz. And then for human body, the frequencies is in the region of 3 to 30. So anytime we are drinking the water into our body, the hertz for the water at 7.6 will start to resonance our body at around 7.6. So because our body is in the region of 3 to 30, so resonance helps to boost up cell energy and ability to perform better cellular function. So by drinking terahertz water, we have cellular hydration, we have detoxification, and simple way to gain back healthy body. It's just because of terahertz water of 7.6 hertz that can resonate with our body of 3 to 30. So this resonance you can use a test to do it, and then maybe running out of time, maybe I'll skip it. And then this is resonance, just by using the pressing of arms. Maybe this one you can demonstrate, asking your uplines to demonstrate to you how to test for the energy of the terahertz water. And then I suppose this Dr. Prabhu, I think beginning of the talk, you can see Dr. Prabhu using 2 rods. This is what we call dowsing rods. Okay. Now, can you please off your mic, please? So the test report for terahertz water done by the Chongqing Institute of Green and Intelligence Technology. So retain original pH of water. Number 2 is reduction of cell E. coli by 89%. Number 3, water frequency reduced to 7.6 hertz. This is the result. 7.6 hertz is written. So normally it's in the region of 7 to 8 because frequency there is in the range, not to a specific figure. So reduction of red fungus by 79%. Of course, protect skin against harmful radiation. Water viscosity is reduced by 680 times. So we can see our literature at times we can see the old literature written as 622 times. This is also correct because viscosity is also within a range of plus minus 10 or 20%. Depends on temperature, depends on condition, depends on the place. Okay, then antioxidant ability increased by 80%, and then angle of hydrogen bond increased by 3 to 5 degrees. All this we have the research and experiments. So the next one comes to device generating electromagnetic wave of 0.9 to 1.15 terahertz. So we get a center point, a lucky number of 0.96 for the device. So 0.96 terahertz is for the device. 0.96 is not for the water. Please. So 5 major characteristics of TeraHertz water will be faster and easier passage of water molecules into body cells, lower viscosity by 680 times, making water better taste, smooth and easy to drink, help to protect against harmful radiation, strengthen the body system against virus, act as antioxidants, helping the body to emit free radicals. So benefit of using TeraHertz healthy water device. Number one is one device for the whole family. Latest high-tech device for use to scan drinking water or liquid. Can use electricity or power bank to scan 3 to 5 liters of water in 3 minutes. And then durable to use for 50,000 times or above. Device with patent rights, certification, and recognized scientific reports. Stable, can keep for a long time in glass, ceramic, and or food-grade plastics containers. Non-metallic, remember. So can use to boil or cook, clean, and wash all food stuff, including vegetable. Direct spray help to improve facial, eyes, and hair drop problems. Natural sunblock against UV radiation. Natural lotion for skincare and to remove facial makeup. Soap warm water for sensitive skin. So easy to carry to make good water everywhere. And good improvement on general health. Prompted more people to perform the good deed of giving free water, and this has turned out to become a great business opportunity. So give your body a chance to have an auto repair. And a wonderful life with TeraHertz water is by drinking, by spraying, by washing, and then foot bath, bathing, or maybe tub bathing. This won't cost you much. So people may tell me, oh, wasting money by using TeraHertz water to bathe is not a waste of money. It's helping you to save a lot of money. And then the most wasting money is when we are lying on the bed inside hospital. Okay, so take good care of your eyes. So we have various eyes problems like dry eye, this is a cataract, and more often for those older people having the problem of floaters. Fries keep on frying. So just by spraying or just by eye drops, or you can use eye cups, you can get a lot of these common eye problems to improve. And swollen eye disappeared after 3 washing with TeraHertz water. This is a testimony. Burst blood vessels improve in 5 days. And okay, this is my photo. 2019 before I'm taking the water. So beware of increasing moles or dark spots with irregular shape. Remember, any irregular shapes meaning something happened inside the body. We don't know what. So before taking the water, I have a size very obvious. But after taking the water for 4 months, the dark spot faded, and after 1 year, you can see the difference. And the other 2 spots you can see, one already disappeared. That was July 2021. Exactly after 1 year, I'm taking the water. And then some other people are having the same problem. The mole disappeared, you can see. And you can see this was my photo. 1 year before knowing TeraHertz water. I have those photos. And then TeraHertz water 3 months, you can see the difference. And then the TeraHertz water after 8 months, all the pores getting smaller, and then the small wrinkles disappears. This important person, she is my introducer for the TeraHertz business. I'm thankful for her consistency. Keep on telling me the benefit of the device without showing me what is TeraHertz water device, and without sharing the water to me for about 8 months. And finally, after 8 months, I agreed to take the device. Then that is the only first time I saw the device. I taste the water after 8 months. So after the 8 months, that was the end of July 2020. That was last year. And I started this business by giving water to all my prospects because I want to collect testimonies. I believe in myself. So I have a lot of testimonies later on. And then when I decided to start the business, I upgrade myself as a stockist. So I have 7 devices with me when I start the business. So anyway, thanks again to Sally for her efforts. And this is a video you can see. This is a video from Dr. Raj Paul. Her mother, on wheelchair bound for almost 5 years plus. She consumed the TeraHertz water daily for a month. She is now able to go for therapy. She is 95 years old. Must confess, a very important message, must confess this is happening after taking the TeraHertz water for a month. The next, you can see, starts drinking TeraHertz water 1 week after stroke.
我的脸部呢，如果是没有讲话呢，就没有感觉到它是歪斜的，所以我已经中风1个星期了。昨天是12月21号开始吃这个喝这个。
Okay, so the next video.
22号。
Sorry. So hold on. So the next video is big improvement after drinking TeraHertz water. After 2 weeks, you can see the mouth is getting better. The mouth, okay. And then the water is good for varicose vein. We have many cases of varicose vein, and then this is one of varicose vein and cellulite getting better. You can wear hot pants. And the next one is TeraHertz water plus detox meal. The body weight came down from 140 kilo to 108 kilo. Good improvement on belly skin sore also. So this started is April 2021, and then this was the initial picture is December of 2020, and then the improvement after 4 months, you can see it from the picture. And then even the body weight down by 32 kilos. So the next one you can see is the person involved is having accident and then need to go for facial surgery, but cell repowering power of TeraHertz water is fantastic, giving fast recovery and then less scars. So the next one is a diabetic dialysis and with toes removed. So you can, from the face, you can have a look, the difference after 4 months. And diabetic gangrene, you can see the improvement. Normally, this type of problems, finally, the foot will be amputated or cut off if the condition getting worse. Same thing, you can see the improvement. This is a very serious gangrene, and the solution is only cut off or amputated. But with TeraHertz water, just drink, spray, and wash or soak. You get the effect. And this is one important picture. You can see from here is our 001, our leader, our George. I purposely put this picture is just because this picture is used by many other companies selling Hertz machine. They use his picture. Even my picture is also inside to show how effective their product. So don't be confused. Our George won't be able to represent their product. Our George is only telling us that he is with TeraHertz. And October 2021, you can see a layer starts to come out from the head. And gray hair turn to black, white turn to gray, lesser turn to more. So hair problem, you can get very good improvement. And then you can see from the testimony. And then this one is a baby 1 year old. Before and after 2 months of taking TeraHertz water, just by using the TeraHertz water to mix with the milk powder. And of course, drinking TeraHertz water, you can see after 2 months, the hair starts to grow thicker. And this is a baby having the problem of constipation all the while. So it happened that just by using a spray to spray to the buttock, because due to difficulties in pass out motion, the buttock, the anus area is becoming inflamed. So they use the water to spray, the TeraHertz water to spray. Immediately, the stools came out, and then it's greenish in color. So the greenish stool, greenish is just because the baby only drink milk, and then this is due to the only for those baby drinking milk, they will have this greenish color. So I suppose if for those people with constipation, try to spray. Maybe you can see the effect. And of course, young again, return to better health. So anytime you are getting younger, meaning that your health is coming back. So younger look after 14 months, a total difference. It looks like a father and a son, but it's after 14 months of the TeraHertz water. And then the next picture is our senior director. I took the photo during her talk, and then I put up the picture. And then this was her 2019 photo. And then later on, the improvement in 2021, July the 3rd, when she was on the June meeting, same thing. Young again, and health is coming back. So due to strong reaction of TeraHertz water, it's best to inform in advance the discomfort that may happen. So this is quite important. I have to emphasize. Most people will adapt to existing body condition of illnesses, usually. Okay, all functional health care products in the process of correction and detoxification will give discomfort to the body. The discomfort may last for hours, days, or months, depending on individual condition. And for serious body condition, can start from 500 ml to 1,000 to 1,005 and or 2,000 slowly. And common healing crisis will be thirstiness, more or less urine, sleepy, farting, more sweating, tinnitus, that means ear problem, chest congestion or headache, lethargy, sleeplessness, muscle pain, joint pain, cramp, skin rashes, and itchiness. And there's one common problem is cannot sleep after drinking TeraHertz water. So this common problem is the healing crisis due to blood pressure. Can be high blood pressure, can be low blood pressure, or high cholesterol, or maybe heart problem. So for this type of people, normally after drinking TeraHertz water, they will be having the problem of, let's say, sleepiness. So the suggestion for this healing crisis is reduce amount, drink warm, foot bath, spray and wash externally. And if all the symptoms persist, advisable to have medical checkup to see what is happening. And a friendly reminder from Dr. Prabhu is don't drink water for curing diseases. Of course, just now what I've shown you is all the testimonies with all the problems. But hopefully, don't drink water for curing a disease, but drink for your conscious joy of existence. You need to survive, you need to drink good water for existence. You need to be happy. So water giving is going global. So we have all the photos here for those showing people giving the kindness and through giving water. So you can see the photos of the devotees getting contributions from all the devotees and buy the device for the monk. Okay, go global with water giving culture. You can see people sending water to those quarantine centers. And a lot of these good deeds are being done by all these good souls. And of course, just now our MC, these are the photos of our MC. She is giving a lot of his kindness through this the giving of the water. And my upline setting is donating this a device to the Association of Disabled Person in Penang. And lastly is choose to understand, choose to believe. Drink more water, spray more water, and give more water. After all, this is only a drinking of water. So don't be particular about the way of marketing. People will be very particular about, hey, this is a diastatic, oh, cannot. Don't be particular because any type of marketing, as long as this can serve you good, so don't be bothered. And those negative words from some busybody we used to encounter. You yourself is the best doctor. Of course, just drink it. So our vision is going for 100 million families using TeraHertz device with all our efforts. So finally, I also wish all our friends happy Diwali and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chua. Well done. This is truly breathtaking. Your excellent explanation and info are such an eye-opener for everyone. Dear friends, hope you would have good understanding on TeraHertz technology and its efficacy. If possible, watch it for a few more times. Okay. Later they will put up and keep this Zoom sharing in the Facebook of our company, TeraHertz. And hope you could memorize some of the information given. And the best is share, help your buddy, okay? And people will be grateful to you. Thank you once again, Mr. Chua, for your such good sharing. We really salute you. And for your research and the in-depth sharing. Just now, we have seen Mr. Chua, his own testimony pictures, right? Don't you think he looks much younger and good looking? And I hope every one of us will not miss this TeraHertz water. Simply water, it will change your good health, will give you such revitalized body. Do help yourself with this TeraHertz water. Okay. Now